All right, guys. So breaking news. Now I couldn't catch this live, but I will do a little recap here. Today they had another McFarlane Toys show on the Tube, of course, hosted by Claudio and AJ. Now the first thing they did was they did go and do a run through of the Toy Fair reveals, Mortal Kombat Classics, Warhammer, the Turtles, plus the DC Direct stuff like Superpowers and Super Friends, as well as the other IPs that McFarlane is currently running. Now, another thing is that this Thursday will be the Walmart Collector Con. Todd will do a live, and they're going to do the pre orders for the Berserk figure, that Keanu Reeves IP, and that will be starting at 12 Eastern and 9 Pacific. So check that one out as well on the tube because there will be some more reveals. Now, today was pretty stacked. They had some very interesting stuff, as well as talked about the licensing between Warner Brothers and McFarlane. Now, you know me, I want to get into the DC stuff, but something I did find interesting is that they talked about the Marvel statues, which I am casually interested in, but they had two new reveals, one being Punisher based on the Damage storyline, which for me is pretty much a must have. Love me some Frank Castle. They also had a Spider Man based on McFarlane artwork for anybody that's interested. Now, like I said, let's get that out of the way because I do want to get into my main collecting fix, which is DC Multiverse. We did get an update on the Killing Joke Joker that was delayed. They originally set it for pre order, but it never launched. And they do say that the pre orders will be coming soon, so don't worry about that. We also had a first look at, well, kind of a first look at the Dr. Fate figure. This showed him a little bit better out of the package, and you can really see how the colors pop. The bright yellow and blue look really good, as well as advertising that wired cloth cape. We also had a 360 look at Two-Face. I love the Silver Age look on this one. And I know, although a lot of people will complain that he doesn't come with a gun or a firearm, I mean, come on.
Dude!
That's very easily fixed with McFarlane's munitions pack. So you can always add your own pistol. Now, a reminder because these will go up for pre order April 11th. And it's kind of funny because they're already being spotted in stores, as well as finding the platinums for the Dr. Fate and the Two-Face. So you might want to go out hunting and see if you could score these figures before the official release. We also had a first turnaround look at year one Jim Gordon. Looks pretty good. The main thing I noticed this time was that on his left hand he does have the wedding ring, which of course goes into the storyline of year one. That's the hand from the McFarlane figure from the original Spawn 2 pack, which is a nice reuse. As well as we got our first look at year one Batman. Now, I mean, another Batman. The big difference being that although it is using the Hush body, you can tell that the boots and even the lower part of the boot are all very different. The boots having tread, which originally the Hush Batman didn't have. We also got to look at Cowboy Batman, which I mean, not a big fan, but it could be something that people are interested in. Has a kooky feel to him with his soft goods duster, little obscure Batman that does have a storyline in the comics. We also did get a cleaner look at the Hawk Girl. You can see her here in various stages and even her wings spread out because they finally used the Tyrant wings on the figure. Now, I gotta be honest, one thing I could really tell right away is this is the lower body from Wonder Woman. So once again, Hawk Girl is gonna be pretty tall. Now, for a lot of people, that's nothing that a flight stand can't fix, but just be prepared for this Hawk Girl to be a tall glass of water. Now, something pretty great for me, which I thought was cool, was we got a first look at a new two pack. This is going to be Grim Knight and Killer Croc. Now, the Killer Croc, you can tell he has a little bit of redone scope work and different details than the original Arkham version. And the best part is those that never picked up a Grim Knight being basically my favorite Batman that McFarlane has ever released. This is your opportunity to pick one up. Now, although I own 11 Grim Knights, I still we I still will be picking up probably 3 of these 2 packs because I am sick like that. One big negative I see on this Grim Knight is that they still used those old ball joints for the ankles. Now, I'm still going to buy it because I can make a custom. You can see some different paint apps that they have on this Grim Knight. And as well, I've customized one before, so I know how to give them a cleaner look without those big ankle ball joints. But the main thing is that that's a pretty high price figure on the aftermarket, so this is your chance to pick one up. We also got a first look at the last look for the Riddler from Batman Forever. Now, of course, this is based on Jim Carrey. Looks really good. I really liked the kind of metallic pearl paint that the body had, as well as all of the question marks that were added to the costume. Looks really good. Now, keeping it with live action news, we also got our first look at Alfred from Batman v Superman, portrayed by Jeremy Irons. Now, they did say that he will be coming with a lot of accessories and a soft goods apron that is accurate to the movie. Although they didn't show it, they did state that he will have his apron. Now, right on the heels of this first look, they did talk about how the BVS wave was a huge success, did a lot of numbers, sold very well. Now, along with this, they did add something. He, one of the guys did say, "Don't say you heard it from me," but there is a Batmobile in BBS, and we will be getting that Batmobile. But you didn't hear it from us, but it is coming out, as well as hinting that there will be more Batmobiles on the way. And finally, while they were talking about Supergirl, who they say that figure will be released in the summer of 2025, they did give a hint at the Superman movie, stating that they will be doing figures for that James Gunn Superman movie. So you're going to get Superman, you're going to get Crypto. If I had to guess, I would say you'll also get a Mr. Terrific, a Guy Gardner, a Hawk Girl, which is pretty cool because you're going to have 2 Hawk Girls all of a sudden. And I mean, villains, you could do Lex Luthor or maybe even a collect to build figure of Ultraman. But I don't know. Don't quote me on that. That's just my guess. Now, they also stated that talks will continue with Warner Brothers DC. They are looking at remaining a valued partner with the company, including projects that will go into 2026. So the guy that commented in my comment section that he heard that McFarlane's going to lose the license before 2025 ends. I mean, come on.
Dude!
And that also kind of tells me that McFarlane made a very smart move when he acquired DC Direct, pretty much making an anticipated move so that he would have 2 ways of producing DC characters. And they finished it off with saying that any discussion about rights going into 2027. They would provide an update after anything becomes solidified. So that's your update for that. I mean, they still gotta negotiate and work with Warner Brothers DC as well as Mattel. So that's that. If you want to go see it for yourself, go to the McFarlane YouTube channel and you could see the replay of the whole show. But as always, let me know what you think about this down below. Catch you guys on the next one.